What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Standard. Today I'm going to do my first solo podcast, long form, whatever you want to call it. Been having a lot of heart-to-hearts and a lot of deep conversations with some huge mentors in the field and in business, and then a ton with my athletes lately. I feel like I've been getting really close. I've been creating a lot of good relationships with some athletes I've had for maybe a decade now, and some of the questions and some of the thoughts that we've been bringing up have been awesome, and I've had a bunch of stuff in my head through these last few months. We've had a lot of growth in the company, a lot of growth with myself, and kind of just wanted to start spitting it out on camera. We're going to start having some really good quality guests, more on the coaching and the performance side of things with everybody that comes in. So super excited to get rolling. One of the biggest things that I've kind of been hyper focused on recently is more of the business side of things and trying to be successful for here. And it kind of started with my employees. It's a constant state of stress as a business owner. Like my employees are my best guy. You hear it all the time, but if you're not in the situation, I don't think you realize it. But my employees are what make the business great, but they're also what give me the most stress. And it's mainly with my staff, can I keep up with them? I'm trying to make sure I give them the best environment to keep growing, and I always want them to grow. And can I keep pushing that needle every single day? And lately, man, every one of them have been pushing it. And so really been trying to pick anybody's brain that will hear me. Really trying to narrow our focus here in the gym, which we'll talk about in a second, on really like what we need to do step for step to where I can grow this thing as much as I can, and I can keep these guys and these girls as long as I possibly can, or if I do lose them, because I understand that's part of the business, but that they go on to something really great, and they're huge testimonials for us moving forward. So the thing that I've noticed the most about the coaches that I had the most success with, the business owners that I've been able to talk to, a billionaire now, a lot of guys, in the high 100 millionaire nows, and then even just dads and families that are unbelievable humans and people, and I just ask them, talk to them about why they're successful, or I'm trying to mirror some parts of their life, and look up to them. I think about my parents, where they came from nothing, and what they did for me, and I think it's just hunger. And Tony Robbins talks about it all the time, but I think once you're in the position, every single person that I see that's extremely successful or has done something crazy successful, it's like they were so hungry in that category or in that area. And my athletes that want it more than everybody else. You have to want it. The ones that are hungry have the most success. The coaches that I see that are, even if they're young high school football coaches or high school basketball coaches, whatever it is, the ones that are hungry and want to get better, you'll see every single year something changes. That's not a bad thing. It's because they're trying to get better. One of my favorite guys, Chris Kulig, is, I think, one of the best coaches in the state. We go to a college conference talking about football, and one of the only guys that I saw there was him. And I was like, he's one of the smartest guys I know. And he's still trying to learn coaching 40 years in. So it's like that hunger, I don't know where it comes from, but I think you got to find what you love. And I've been super fortunate to stumble into this and realize that, I get to work with athletes and still get to be in sports, because that's really where it came from. I just love sports. And now it's like the hunger that I have right now is like, how can I grow this thing for my employees and then for my kids, for my family? And now I don't do a lot of other things anymore now, to where it's like my whole focus is this. And to be honest with you, I love it more than anything else. I either hang out with my kids or I'm in here doing this the entire time. And I love to be here. Some people are like, oh, you can't work so hard, you can't do this. And it's like, it doesn't feel like that, because again, I think I'm hungry. I want to be the best high school strength and conditioning company in the country. I want to be one of the best return to play performance companies in the country. And I think it's super realistic. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think it's going to take a lot of time, but that's what we're going to try to push for, and super excited about it. But then with that is where I've been battling in my own head. And that's kind of what I want to talk on the camera. It's like all the successful guys I see, they're consistent all the time. They do this. They wake up at the same time. They do the work there. They make it look so easy. And even now, 10 years in, there's some stuff that I'm doing, and it's a grind for me to get it in. You know what I mean? Like, I can do the wake up at 4:30, train all day and stay at night, but it's sometimes it's like the work that I'm avoiding. I know I need to get done. The people that I see that kill it, they never have to avoid that. It's like they're consistent. They do it every single day, no matter how they feel. Mm-hmm. And that's been something that I've been really trying to hold myself to and push myself to. And I think it's been something I've been trying to hold my athletes a little bit more to now, to where it's not like, hey, we got to be high motivation, high rah-rah, or like, where's the juice, or like, where we got to be on high all the time. I don't think that's really possible, to be honest with you. I think it's like, you just need to know what you want, and every single day you have to do it. And the thing is you're not going to do it every day. even the coolest guys in the world, the people that are just like, oh, you're soft if you don't do this. Like realistically, like you're not going to do it every day. And I used to just beat myself up in my head. I'm like, my guys deserve more. My family deserves more. I'm being soft, whatever it is. But it's like, you just gotta start again. It's like next day you gotta wake up. If you wake up and go on a jog, every single time you're gonna get done with that exercise or that jog, whatever it's gonna be, you're gonna feel better. The next day you didn't do it that day, okay. Realize you need to be better, hold yourself accountable, and then start back over tomorrow. And even just doing that has helped me come back to neutral, come back to that hyper-focused point way faster. I always just felt like there's times where it's like I'm pushing, and it's like, man, I'm in a dark place. I'm pushing, I'm in a dark place. But it's like if I can recognize, okay, I'm in that dark place, all good, going to change it the next day. It's making those peaks and valleys a lot shorter in time and think I've been 10 times more efficient on getting things done. And I think what's helped me with that is something that now I'm trying to, see how I can create a system for my athletes or for my kids or for the coaches that I have, and even narrow it for myself, but is creating the environment for myself to be successful, which seems simple, but I look at some of my favorite high school kids. Sometimes like I have a coach who's like, hey man, that kid's a shit, or this girl doesn't give a shit about this, or whatever it is. And I think everybody cares. Maybe the sport is not the end all be all, but there's something that they care about. I think that we're usually distracted. I think that we're usually worried about what other people think. And if I can get them to eliminate those things, if you can make your life simple, make the only things in your life that are going to lead to what you want to do or to the person that you want to be, that's where you're going to just see yourself just jump. And it doesn't happen overnight. And again, you're going to have bad days and you're going to go do these things. But the more I can narrow my schedule, my guys know in my office now, like if the blinds are down or if I'm in here and my block says maker time, the only thing I'm doing is working and nobody comes in and bugs me. And I used to think that wasn't good because I wasn't talking to people. But if I was coaching and talking to people and doing these things, the business wouldn't go anywhere. And that was bad for everybody else. So I had to create an environment to where lock everything down, everybody get away from me, and I got to just focus on this. With work, it was like I was trying to be cool with friends, trying to golf more, which I love, and I wish I golfed more, or do all these other activities. But it's like, okay, what do I want most? It's like I want to create a life for my family, and I want off the field to be the best in the high school strength and conditioning company in the world. It's like, okay, what are the things that are going to help make that? And I had to limit and take so many things away to where don't really drink anymore ever. Only hang out with people if my wife and my kids are wanting to hang out with it. But rarely going to hang out with the boys by myself or doing anything like that. If ever. Hyper focusing on just trying to grow us. And to me, if we can create that environment, if you can make that environment for yourself, say you play high school sports, you have friends that are making you have these distractions, do all these things. That's great. You want that social element. You want that. Don't be mad if you're not getting the result that you want, or you're not getting the scholarship or getting to where you want to be, because you're distracted by too many things. Now, I think about it. I felt like I had a lot of distractions when I was young. It's not even close to what the distractions that they have now. I get it. Everybody sees what you do. You can get everything on your phone right here. You can see everything. Like you can scroll for 10 hours, not even realize that it went by. I mean, I can do it too. I understand it. You get hooked into it. So how can you change that environment to where that doesn't happen? How can you put the things in your environment or take the things away that do distract you from your environment to where the only thing that you're doing is the thing that's going to help you get to where you want to go? I think that the more I talk with these kids, I think that they have even higher, more focused goals than I thought they had. I thought it was like, hey, I'm just playing sports to play sports. But the more I get to know people, it's like there's some real deep meaning on what they're trying to get out of competition, what they're trying to get out of these sports. And then you're also distracted on trying to live up to other people's standards or living up to, what your friends think of you. And I'm trying to see, okay, I don't want you to say you have no friends, but how can we create an environment? How can you put yourself in a situation where the only thing you're doing is helping you grow every single day or helping you get to where you want to get to every day? I don't have the system completely dialed, especially at a high school age. I got kids now that are 2 and 3, and I'm nervous as hell to see what happens, where technology's at when they're there too. But I'm also excited. I mean, I think that's never been easier to be more successful right now because of how much information. Because, I mean, we can ask AI to code us an app, and you could build a business just sitting in your own room every single day. But you can also stare at somebody else's app for 12 hours a day. So I get it. It's super hard. But I think, and I know I'm rambling on about this, but I think that if you can make the environment built specifically to get the result that you want, you're gonna get that result, but 2, you're gonna get it 10 times faster. And if you're not getting the result that you want, look at the people that are close to you. Are they helping you get that? Look at your environment. What are you doing in the morning? What are you doing at night? What are you doing after school? What are you doing before practice? My mentors that are in business, it's like the two things that they care about the most: family and business. And that's all they do. That's all they talk about. That's all, I mean, they're doing their business to support their family. They're doing more successful in their business because of their family. They make that environment for themselves. And I think I was trying to do too many things to where now it's like trying to narrow my focus, make things simple, and just attack that. So that's going to be kind of one of my missions right now with all my young athletes. It's going to be my mission with my coaches. We all want to do big things. It's like, okay, we have 30 things that we can do. Some are good, some are bad. Sometimes we have 30 things that are great that we can do. But if we try to do all 30 of them, we're not going to go anywhere. So what are the things that are going to move the needle the most? How can we hyper-focus on those? How can we create an environment that really puts us in a chance to be successful? And that's what I'm trying to do. And I think that really comes from, you have to figure out something that you're extremely hungry for. There's something that you really, really want. And again, that's probably the most common characteristic that I see out of anybody that I look up to, anybody that I'm trying to mirror their lives or again, I love my life, but mirror aspects of their life that I feel like I want to create for myself. They work hard and they treat other people well. Like, you do those two things, and if you're hungry for what you got, I think you got a serious shot. And it's okay if you're not perfect at every single day. I bet you beat yourself up about it. Maybe you don't. I used to just be so pissed at myself. I should have done this, so I let these 2 days go by. I got distracted for these 3 days, and then it just kind of puts me in a whirlwind. It's in my head, it's just like, okay, fuck it. Get right back on it. Okay, next day, going to be better. Schedule it out. Write it down on my calendar. Okay, I'm doing these for these hours, these for these hours. These guys want to have this meeting. I can't do that because I'm going to do this. And then you literally feel proud about yourself for one day. Momentum, boom, you do it again. Momentum, boom, you do it again. You don't want to work out, you'd go and do one. I guarantee you when you finish that workout, you're going to want to do one the next day. When you start chaining them together, it just makes things 10 times easier. And that's my hyper focus right now. We've had some serious growth in the last 3 to 6 months, and I still feel like we haven't done much yet. And I'm really trying to push the needle and excited to see what comes. And thank you guys for listening and hanging on all the way to the end with me rambling. This was my first one on the camera, so I know it was probably a little bit sporadic, but excited to see where these come from. And again, excited to see the guests. So thanks everybody for tuning into The Standard.